join us. I texted him. I'll call to order the Board of Public Works for Tuesday, February 2nd. Item 1 on the agenda is approval of the minutes of the January 26th meeting. I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Item 2 is open bids, make recommendation for the 21 recycling roadway pavement project. For the case, in case some people are online, we'll read these aloud. PGA Incorporated, $37,950. RC Pavers, $39,990. James Peterson, $44,910. Vinton Construction, $45,750. A1 Excavating, $49,400. Earth Incorporated, $52,520. Haas Sons, $66,950. And Michael's, $76,950. Who was the first one? Was PGA. We'll make a motion to go with the low bid from PGA Incorporated in the amount of $37,950.
Have you had a chance to review, I guess, why there's such a difference in price between basically PGA and Haas Sons?
No, they've all had the opportunity to come out and take a look at the material and stuff,
Okay.
so. Yeah.
All right.
Yep.
And I second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item 3 is discussion and possible action on amendment number 2 to the contract with Ayers Associates for the Bridge Street Bridge construction services.
Ayers is looking for a contract amendment of $4,000. This is mainly for their services for the ongoing issue with the ride quality and the additional work they're doing and the trips they have to make out to the site. So we've reviewed and we recommend approval.
I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Item 4 is a bituminous concrete paving license from American Asphalt of Wisconsin. I don't know if that was reviewed by.
Yeah, I reviewed it. All their limits are correct and everything was filled out correctly.
Great. I'll make a motion to approve.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
We are onto our addendum, which is a discussion and possible action on sewer and water hookup fees for the 2025 County Road U property. Alan, you wanna? Sure. Let's see if Mary Ann is coming or.
So there's a map included in your packet. I have included 2 additional maps here, kind of showing the parcel and outlining some areas. So the background that was provided, just to read it to the record, so sewer and water to this area was extended in 2000 and 2001. At that time, the assessment rates were based on areas of some of these lots and the areas served. So there was public hearings held at that time to put those assessments out, and those are in the files. And the end result was that the rate that was determined based upon the construction cost, the assessments at that time were 15 cents per square foot for the I gotta get it was 17 cents per square foot for the sewer, and it was 15 cents per square foot for the water. Those were the rates, the assessment rates that were charged in 2015, or excuse me, 2001. And there's correspondence in the file indicating that the parcel, this parcel, at that time was not assessed, it was not developed, so at that time it was decided not to assess that property. In reviewing the municipal code, and looking at sections of the code, it speaks to hookup fees when the sewer and water is present and when the parcel was not assessed and at the earlier date. So when I looked at those areas, that was the 2 additional maps. The code also speaks to being equitable or fair and equitable with the area that is benefited from the sewer and water hookup. So my interpretation of that, or looking into that, is that I believe that, the wetlands in the bottom half is not benefited by the sewer and water service, so took that out. As you can also see from the 2 maps, the one map of the 246,000 square feet, that's all the high ground on that parcel. And the other map is the 200,000 square feet is just the field area. My original thought is that the 200,000 square feet is the area that's benefited by it. If you go out there, there's kind of a valley that goes down through there, and there's that high knob is not really, in my mind, served or benefited by this, but I guess that's gonna be a decision that the Board of Public Works is gonna have to make. But I guess I'm recommended the 200,000 square feet, roughly. I mean, it says 200,081 square feet, but, I'm recommending the 200,000 square feet be charged that hookup fee at, it would be 32 cents a square foot. So that's the hookup fee would be $64,000. I don't know if.
So I had a question.
Sure.
So for that additional, I guess, triangle in the southeast corner, I think I saw that's potentially where a retention pond is going to be located?
Possibly in some of that area, depending on how, I don't think they have a final stormwater management plan out, but yeah, they do show some ponds maybe down in that area.
Okay. And it's, I guess, if we take that as that, if the retention pond would go there, that's, you don't believe would be benefited? Or, because the that property potentially with the retention pond, that would be, I guess, improved with the retention pond, but you're saying that it should just be the building or the buildable area that potentially a building would go on?
I guess that's something that could be debated. I guess
Okay.
when I'm looking at the highland out there, the part that was farmed or the part that's, that knob kind of sits off to itself, but I guess it's debatable whether that can be considered as, benefited from it.
I guess I kind of look at it, what's benefited by the water and sewer, and obviously a stormwater retention pond isn't necessarily benefited by the water and sewer, but the buildable area would be. So I think it's reasonable to say that the 200,000 square feet is the property that would be benefited by water and sewer. I guess that would be my thought on.
And then, I guess I have no issue with the 200,000 area either, as long as then when it doesn't come back at the final build, all of a sudden is into that little higher area. Because I know it's not wetland there, correct? It's, okay. So I guess I would just put a contingency on that as long as all of a sudden there's not, some sort of structure then built on that. That would be my 2 cents.
I don't think there's, I mean, from the site plans that we saw or the renderings that we saw, we didn't see that, you know, that was going to be used as far as, and anything as far as the building. I don't know if, here for, we have some people here for that, if you want to hear from them at all, or,
No, I mean, that's really all I have to say,
Okay.
as long as all of a sudden we don't go by and there's a building there.
sure, okay. Anybody, any other? I guess then I would make a motion to approve assessment of the property for 200,000 square feet. Would you say that was at 32 cents a square foot,
You're right.
Alan?
Right, the hookup fee would be the 32 cents a square foot. If you go with the 200,000 square feet, I believe that's $64,000.
So that would be 32 cents a square foot for a connection fee.
Correct. 17 cents a square foot for the sewer, and 15 cents a square foot for the water, which would be consistent with what was charged in the past as an assessment, but as the ordinance reads, if it was not assessed in the past, a hookup fee is charged at the time that the property is served. So I guess my recommendation would be that hookup fee of that $64,000, because it was never assessed in the past.
Sure, okay.
And I'll second.
Any further discussion?
Our question is this an assessment fee or is this a hookup?
No, it's a hookup or connection fee for water and sewer because the property was never assessed in the past when the water and sewer was installed. And so the municipal code then refers that to once, because the property wasn't developed, that cost was deferred. And so the Wausau Municipal Code says once that property gets developed, there's a hookup or connection fee for the water and sewer.
What are the protections in place for potential buyers to know that there's an assessment that is going to be charged as a hookup fee? Because we bought this property with the understanding that there was sewer and water on the site. And, because otherwise we would have bought the property. We actually wanted the property.
I think we can talk to you after the meeting, so we'll conclude our business here. We're just about done, and then we can speak with you after, okay? All right. Yep. So we have a first and a second? All those in favor?
Aye.
And I think that's it, so I'll make a motion to adjourn.
I'll second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.